Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your energy check-in. I hope all of you are doing well. So before we jump into the tarot, I just wanted to share a few messages that I've been getting for the Capricorn Collective. And I was just kind of waiting for that message to clearly formulate before I came on here on the channel and posted a video. So I think I'm starting to really understand the Capricorn energy quite well since I've been reading for it in a quite a dedicated way for the last 12 to 18 months. And I feel this is an energy that needs a push ever so often. So I think it's constant like ebbs and flows, which is true for any sign. But I feel maybe because you guys are ruled by Saturn and, it can be quite the taskmaster. And sometimes maybe things feel like they're taking way too long. And I'm right there with you, Capricorn. I know it can be really frustrating. But today's message and what Spirit wanted you to know was more like, to like trust more in yourself. And to not like focus too much on the 3D world. And I feel we get this message a lot, not just for Capricorn, but overall, I think we get this message a lot on this channel about not trusting the 3D world. That's all an illusion, and really working on your consciousness and really going within and figuring out your true north, connecting to your soul. So, in fact, today's reading, we are going to try and connect to your soul, Capricorn, is how they want me to read for you. And perhaps for the next few readings as well, is what I'm getting. Because I feel you absolutely cannot pay attention to what's happening in the physical 3D world. Because that's all an illusion. Now, I know some of you will be like, oh my God, actually, my life's pretty amazing and all this stuff worked out for me. That's great. But you also need to appreciate that all of that is really transitory. It's really transient. It's not permanent. It's not here to stay. Stuff that is long term, that is sustainable, is stuff that is steered from our soul. And I think that a lot of you need to reestablish that connection with your soul. Now, you might ask, how do I do that? Maybe this is all very new to you. Well, I'm here to help, and the tarot is here to help, and we're going to connect to your soul energies today. In fact, for the next few readings, we're going to focus solely on what your soul is trying to tell you, Capricorn, because I feel you're getting lured or you're getting pulled into the 3D world, which is very natural. I'm not calling you out. Obviously, we live in this beautiful physical 3D world and we get sucked into it, we get pulled into it. But for you, particularly, your spirit team really wants you to zoom out, take a step back, and really focus on what is it that your soul is trying to tell you. I feel you'll feel a lot more gratified. You'll feel like this change is long lasting, more sustainable when it comes from that deep inner core. Um, yeah, I'm feeling like a blocked kind of energy. So um, I want you to think about what could be a good ritual for yourself, because I don't think this is a one and done kind of thing, connecting with your soul. You really have to work on that relationship. You have to build that relationship with your soul. So whether it's journaling, meditating, just getting quiet, first thing in the morning or the last thing in the day before you go to bed, like just kind of have that little chat with your soul and see whether you are in alignment with it or whether you're feeling a little bit off center. And when we feel off center, that's usually because we're doing some things in life, but it's not hitting the right notes internally. It's not really building your consciousness, it's not really increasing it. And in fact, sometimes you feel like even though I'm finding success, let's say at work, in my job, in my business, but I don't feel fulfilled by it. That's a good sign to know that that's because perhaps that success is not coming from a place that is aligned with your soul path. Um, Sorry if this is sounding a bit all over the place, but I hope it's not. I'm going to just connect really quickly now and see what is your soul trying to tell you, Capricorn? For the Capricorn collective, drawing in the Capricorn collective here, what is it that their soul wants them to focus on, wants them to know? What are the messages from their soul? Okay, the devil. Wow, look at that. That's your card, Capricorn. Capricorn is represented by the devil card in the tarot. So, very strong start. Okay, so your soul is here to have a little chat with you. That's for sure. No doubt there when the devil shows up like that. When you pull your own card, especially in the major arcana, which is the devil card, we have 22 major arcanas in each tarot deck. It's a really strong sign for me as a reader that there is a very important, potent message for you in this reading. So keep watching, Capricorn. What do you want us to So see, I mean, obviously, it's represented, the devil represents the Capricorn energy in the tarot, but it also represents a little bit of an obsessive energy. Now, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. A good thing if you're obsessing over getting connected to your soul. I think that's brilliant. That's remarkable. But not so great if you're obsessing over doing things a certain way, which you know is not aligned to your soul path or to your higher purpose. So let's build on this message. Show me more. You've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. I'm going to pull two more. You have the Magician, very strong, and you have the Six of Pentacles. I have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm really happy to see the Ace of Wands. Your soul wants you to feel that spark, wants you to feel that spring in your step, that energy, that yes, I understand. This is my soul path. This is what I was put on the planet to do. A lot of you, what I was sensing in the meditation as well, you feel a little bit disconnected from that energy, from that Ace of Wands kind of spark. Wow, right underneath the Ace of Wands, I have the Star card, card of Aquarius, card of connecting with your destiny, with your soul path. And I have the Two of Swords underneath that. You could find yourself at a crossroads. And if you're not actively thinking about crossroads, maybe the universe or your spirit team is going to push you to make a decision. And maybe that's why you're feeling this discomfort, because I'm definitely picking up on this discomfort in your energy space. And that's because I think you're trying to manifest something big. You are trying to show me through the cards that look, and your soul is trying to tell you, hey, whatever you're trying to build in this lifetime, all that you need in terms of the tools, in terms of the mindset, in terms of the support, the resources, energetic or physical, are all within you. I think you're trying to get behind that thinking and that philosophy, but there's something happening here with the Knight of Swords and the Devil combined with the Six of Pentacles. I feel your decision making, though, is not mirroring that mindset of abundance, that mindset that everything that I need is within me. And it's up to you, Capricorn, on how you want to solve that dissonance or that dichotomy that exists within you. Your soul is reaffirming, reassuring to you that this Ace of Wands, this brand new spark that you're trying to rebuild in your life, you have what it takes. You have everything that you need for this new chapter in your life within your soul, within yourself. But I'm going to clarify this Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Six of Pentacles, because the Magician is a very strong energy to have in the first few cards. The Ace of Wands is brilliant. I'm very happy to see that. In fact, I was expecting to see something like the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Swords is throwing me off a little bit, because the Knight of Swords sometimes can mean that you're taking snap decisions that are actually not that great. And then that's why you tend to reverse those decisions, or that's why you tend to feel like, no, actually, that doesn't feel very aligned with me. So rather than jumping to decisions first, try to first connect to your soul. Try to first get clear on what is it that you truly, truly, truly want in this lifetime, Capricorn. Six of Pentacles could be that you feel you're not supported, you don't have the help, or somebody is kind of not giving you your due or your worth. What's the Knight of Swords? Let's look at the Knight of Swords. The Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Ah, okay. That's interesting. Give me one more on that. Three of Swords, Ten of Wands. Oh, sorry, why did I say Three of Swords? I meant to say Three of Cups. So there is that sense of pain. The Star shows up again. So destiny and healing. And you have the Four of Swords, another card of healing. So some of you want to expedite this healing journey that you're on. Like some of you are trying to actively heal through something, a difficult time, like a setback or something that's going on. But I would say that if you're trying to just put a band-aid on it by maybe, going out more, celebrating with your friends, or just not addressing the issue head on, I feel true healing, long-lasting, sustainable healing comes when you really, really go deep. And that's when the Star card kind of energy starts to come in. The universe meets you when you meet the universe halfway. So I don't think you can put a band-aid on some of these things, especially if it's a soul disconnect. Yeah, because I feel the Knight of Swords with the Three of Cups, but you're still showing me you feel quite burdened by this, the Ten of Wands. You want to end this chapter. You do have the desire to end this chapter, but you're somehow Not being able to. Show me more on the Three of Cups, please. Could be friends, Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting. Hold on. Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands. This is a bit like you take one step forward, then you take three steps back, or you feel like you're in a community or around people that the minute you do something great for yourself, they try to pull you down. Because I am seeing this kind of sneaky energy with the Seven of Swords. You could have an air sign around you, perhaps, or I think there's somebody in your ecosystem, in your space, in your community that might not be giving you great advice. So again, like all of that doesn't matter when you're connected to your soul. So again, I know I'm repeating myself here, but if you go within and really pay attention to what your own consciousness is trying to tell you, I think all of this becomes immaterial. Who's around you, whose advice you're taking, kind of advice you're getting, it becomes all immaterial. Let me look at the Six of Pentacles, please. You have the Ace of Swords. You're getting aces, which is nice. You have the Eight of Cups. And you have the King of Cups, Scorpio energy of transformation, energy of change. You have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There is something you continue to remain a little bit confused about. I think a part of you has gotten that clarity that it's time to kind of move on from anybody who's breadcrumbing you or anybody who's not valuing you for your worth, not seeing you for everything that you bring to the table. This could be, let's say, a company that you work for, a business partner, or just community, friends, family sometimes as well can be quite challenging. I think they're saying you have the ability to completely transform the situation. If you just rein it in, if you just kind of take the reins of your life in your own hands, Capricorn, and step away from anything that makes you feel less than. This is what I'm getting from the first spread, that your soul is saying you are perhaps engaging in some kind of behavior, some kind of conversation, or there are people in your environment that don't seem very aligned with what you're trying to do here. So be very conscious of that, Capricorn. Okay. Oops. Okay. Just hold on. The Emperor is on the floor. So Emperor is really, hold on, like really strong, structured, bossing up kind of energy. It's a very strong energy, Aries energy, and it fell on the floor. So it kind of seems like, see, the Five of Swords is showing up again. There's conflict. Maybe you're unsure about how to bring this level of structure and clarity into your life. What would Nine of Wands, building walls around you. Maybe you need better boundaries, or your boundaries have turned into walls and you need to let them down. What does your soul want you to focus on? What does your soul want you to focus on at this time? The Three of Pentacles. So this is about collaboration. This is about working with the right kind of people. Letting people in. So maybe it's connected to what I just said. Maybe the boundaries have turned into walls, Capricorn, and you need to kind of be more conscious of that. Show me more. They want you to focus on Eight of Wands, forward momentum. Okay. Some of you, like, that's what I was saying, right? You take one step forward, three steps back. And the universe is saying, just keep charging right ahead. Stay connected to your soul, keep charging ahead, have forward momentum, and you will be successful in whatever it is that you're trying to build. And you have the Moon card. Trust your intuition, trust your gut instinct, Capricorn. There is something there, the Hanged Man. Look at things from a different perspective, or maybe the universe or life is throwing some curveballs at you because it wants you to look at it from a different perspective. So let's say you were approaching a certain project at work or something related to your professional life in a certain direction, and then suddenly something unexpected happened and it made you re-examine everything, or perhaps it's asking you to re-examine everything and you haven't done that yet. They're saying this is your opportunity, that you need to look at things from a different perspective. What is your advice? What is your advice? The Four of Wands. Okay, I like that. Stability, grounding. Six of Swords, another card of moving on, forward momentum. The Nine of Cups. Focus on yourself. Focus on what fills your own cup first. It's the oxygen mask analogy. Like you got to wear your oxygen mask first before you can help others. It's a time to really go inward, Capricorn. It's a time to figure out your own home. The Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, very resourceful energy. I like it. Four of Wands tells me that could be related to home, real estate, just thinking about roots, anchors. Those are the phrases, those are the words that are coming to mind. You got to turn your back on something and do it with confidence, Capricorn. I know it's easier said than done. But it will not feel so difficult if you approach action and next steps from a soul standpoint rather than from a very cognitive or cerebral standpoint. This is the time to connect to your heart, Capricorn. With that Nine of Cups, it's all about pouring into yourself first, self-fulfillment. Show me more on this Four of Wands. Three of Wands. The Chariot. Victory. Strength. Okay. Maybe whatever you're trying to build in your home space requires you to have courage, requires you to have the strength. Maybe some of you are thinking about relocating, a possible move with the Chariot, and the Three of Wands could mean long distance, some considering an option of putting an anchor down somewhere else. What's the Six of Swords? The Five of Swords. You're conflicted about Four of Wands. You're conflicted about home. Three of Swords. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. There's a decision here. For some of you, it's coming through very strongly that, there's a decision about home and living space that you're quite confused about. And I think my only piece of advice to you here, Capricorn, would be that if you take a decision from this place, the Three of Swords, I don't think it'll be a decision that serves you in the long run. It'll be a very short-term snap decision. And maybe that's why we got that Knight of Swords earlier, which I said, it's giving me that snap decision kind of energy. Knight of Swords, takes decisions really quickly, but often has to then reverse them later on. And this conflict, inner conflict that you have about this decision is actually a good thing, Capricorn, because it's making you pause a little bit and say, I think if I were you, I would work on this first. I would work on the Three of Swords. I would work on the healing before I even try to attempt to take this decision, because you don't want to take a big decision like that, especially if it's about home relocation, and then reverse it. What's the Nine of Cups? 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 The Page of Cups. You have the, wow, Knight of Cups, a lot of emotional energy showing up here. And you have the Page of Pentacles. I have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you want to pour into yourself. You want to look after yourself with the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. There are people in your energy, but I think you tend to get distracted, or you tend to again start focusing on other people around you, while spirit and your soul is repeatedly telling you, pull that energy inwards, take it from wherever it's going out right now and bring it all back to yourself, because you need to heal that Three of Swords. And that's when you'll start to feel more aligned, more connected to the decisions that you are taking. I know it's easier said than done, but whatever your modality is, obviously if you need help, you need to seek out help. But you cannot skip this step, Capricorn, unfortunately. I wish we could, but it just doesn't work like that. Healing just doesn't work like that. There are no skipping steps that are allowed or that form part of the long-term process. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a very dense energy, heavy. Someone's feeling really heavy and low, and just feeling oh, it's never going to get better for me. That's absolutely not true, Capricorn. I think you know it. Your soul knows it. Just connect to your heart chakra, connect to your soul. What can you expect in the near future? Let's look at incoming energies. Hopefully that'll uplift you. Okay, wow, cards are flying out. So it's kind of swift moving energy, I think, in the near future. So Page of Cups and the Moon. A lot of emotions are showing up and fears as well. Ace of Swords, some clarity is coming to you soon, which is nice. Page of Cups, the Moon. Show me more what's coming in. The Lovers. Okay. Strong card for choices, decisions. The Star, pulling major arcanas here. Wow. And you have Temperance. Wow. Major Arcana again, and I have the Six of Pentacles once again at the bottom of the deck. So I've got the Moon, I've got the Lovers, Star, and Temperance. Now, I love the combination of these three cards. Yeah, because it's saying, yes, you're going to be, you know, like some choices are going to be presented to you. And these choices are really trying to bring you onto this next chapter in your life that can propel and really accelerate your healing. But it will only come and open up. You can open up and expand this energy further if you start to really um, give yourself some, like, cut yourself some slack, and really start to examine the fears, really start to examine what feels very scary perhaps in the moment, because you've got all the support with the Temperance Angel, with the Star card. Universe wants to help you. It wants to help you, but I think it's like you take the first step and they'll meet you halfway. They'll catch you, Capricorn. I know, slightly difficult and nuanced energy today in the reading, but I hope it just brings you a little bit closer to your soul and connects you to your spirit team, connects you to the universe. And it's basically saying it's okay. The Strength card is about doing something even when you're scared to do it. It doesn't mean that you have to be fearless. A lot of times we have to do things that require a lot of courage, but that doesn't mean that you don't have any fear. It just means you do it irrespective of the fear, right, Capricorn? So go within, spend some time with yourself, connect, write, meditate, journal, talk to a close friend if that helps, get professional help if that helps. But I just think this is a moment of going within and not going outwards. I'm going to leave it here, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit that like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.